Hello, and welcome to On the Record. My name is Mary Malaney, and this is my record collection. This week we're taking a look at Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. With music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, the original production was directed by the legendary Hal Prince. It starred Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Lovett and Len Carew as Sweeney Todd. It also featured a very dreamy young Victor Garber as the romantic lead, Antony. Some of the replacements for the original production included Dorothy Loudon, the original Miss Hannigan, and George Hearn. A couple of revivals have been done of the show, including the 2005 revival starring Patti LuPone and Michael Severus, with a minimalized cast and actor-musicians. The story is based on an 1830s Penny Dreadful from London, but Stephen Sondheim saw Christopher Bond's play version when he was visiting. He decided that it was the perfect inspiration for the melodrama that he had been wanting to write. The plot is about a barber who seeks revenge for his lost life and love by murdering his customers and allowing his neighbor to cook them into meat pies.
A customer! Wait, what you rush, what you hurry? You gave me such a fright, I thought you was a ghost. Half a minute, can't you sit you down, sit. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come in for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if me head's a little vague. What is that? What you think we'd have the plague? From the way the people keep avoiding, no you don't. Heaven knows I try, sir. Ugh, but there's no one comes in even to inhale. Right you are, so would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can't hardly blame them. These are probably the worst pies in London. I know why nobody cares to take them. I should know I make them, but good no, the worst pies in London. Even that's polite, the worst pies in London. If you doubt it, take a bite. Is that just disgusting? You have to concede it. It's nothing but crusting. Here, drink this, you'll need it. The worst pies in London. And no wonder with the price of meat, what it is when you get it. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Men would think it was a treat finding poor animals are dying in the street. Mrs. Mooney has a pie shop, does her business, but I noticed something weird. Lately all her neighbors' cats have disappeared. Have to hand it to her, what I calls enterprise. Pop and pussy into pies, wouldn't do in my shop. Just the thought of it's enough to make you sick. And I'm telling you, them pussy cats is quick. No denying times is hard, sir. Even harder than the worst pies in London. Only lard and nothing more, is that just revolting? Oh, greasy and gritty, it looks like it's molting and tastes like, well, pity, a woman alone with limited wind. And the worst pies in London. Oh, sir, times is hard. Times is hard.
Now, Sweeney Todd is basically an opera. It's 80% set to music, either sung or with underscoring, but Sondheim has been quoted as saying that it was easy for him to write, like butter. But when it got to be too long, he brought on Hugh Wheeler to help him write the book. Characterization through song is very important to Sondheim, so he spends 25 minutes in the beginning of the show setting up the characters for us. The opening number and recurring theme of the show, the Ballad of Sweeney Todd, Attend the Tale of Sweeney Todd, is actually the Catholic Mass of the Dead set backwards. Because of course. Now, Sondheim says that the show is about revenge and obsession, but when Hal Prince was brought aboard, he wanted to tell the story of humanity's destruction by the Industrial Revolution. The original set is an authentic 19th century foundry that was deconstructed in Rhode Island, brought into New York, and put back together on the stage. This was meant to invoke how this mechanical movement turned people into objects, similar to how our deadly duo turns people into pies.
I feel you, Joanna. I feel you. I was half convinced I'd wakened, satisfied enough to dream you. Happily I was mistaken, Joanna. I'll steal you, Joanna. I'll steal you. Do they think that walls can hide you? Even now I'm at your window. I am in the dark beside you, buried sweetly in your yellow hair. I feel you, Joanna, and one day I'll steal you. Till I'm with you, then I'm with you there, sweetly buried in your yellow hair.
The show opened on March 1st, 1979 at the Uris Theater, now known as the Gershwin, home of another epic musical, Wicked. It ran for 557 performances and 19 previews, and won 8 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. While the show was running in London in 1981, horror film legend Tim Burton saw it 10 times and asked Stephen Sondheim if he could turn it into a movie. Sondheim said sure, but didn't think it was going to work for a second. The film was released in 2007, starring Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, and let me tell you, Sondheim was right. Now, Sweeney Todd has been called the predecessor of my favorite genre of musicals, the grusical, or horror musicals, such as Bat Boy and Carrie. As I always say, I like my musical theater with a little bit of blood. Now, to end, as usual, we'll finish with our final lyrics of the show. Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. He served a dark and a hungry god. To seek revenge may lead to hell, but everyone does it, though seldom as well as Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week.